nice things to see last night, Bill, was the fact that Phil Niekro was out on the mound. He is so loved by Braves fans and meant so much to this franchise over the years. He's a man who never got to pitch in a World Series. And last night, look at him stir up the crowd with the tomahawk chop, and he plays perfectly to the camera. Here's Knucksy coming to the plate in his first World Series appearance, and Greg Olson, Bill, comes through with a marvelous stop to prevent the wild pitch.
Well, you know what? I talked to Phil today, and I said it hit the dirt, and he says it was just low and away.
Typical pitcher. They always see it that way.
Jimmy Williams used to be a major league manager, maybe will be again someday.
All right, when we come back to tonight's broadcast, we are going to check in with Mike Stanton. Stanton, who had all of the medical problems last year with his shoulder, has been a marvelous story in the season of 1991, and so far in the World Series, he's been effective every time that Bobby Cox has called on him. Stay with us as we continue the Cinderella Series here on Channel 5. Welcome back, everybody. Mike Stanton is here. He's gone 4 2/3, has given up absolutely nothing, has 6 strikeouts. You look like the reincarnation of the baseball career of Bruce Sutter.
Well, I'm just out there trying to throw strikes. I've had pretty good success against these guys so far, and we're going to see if we can keep it going.
What's it take to be a good reliever in the World Series, aside from throwing strikes and having great control? Do you have to really be a tough guy, sort of that Clint Eastwood mentality?
I don't know about that. I think you have to put all the hoopla and just being in the World Series behind you and go about pitching like you did all season.
Coming into this season, Mike, I don't think anybody knew what to expect from you. And it's been fascinating to watch you grow, and with your growth as a player, how much fun you seem to be having with it as well.
Well, coming into spring training, I really didn't know what to expect. I had a horrendous season last year with the shoulder injury. But we worked real hard in the offseason to get me back in shape to go into spring training, and I made the clubhouse spring training, and it's been a good progression since then in velocity and arm strength, and that's how we got here today.
Different feeling in the clubhouse as you go into Game 5 with this series all tied up?
Well, I don't think we're coming out of Minneapolis. We knew that we still had a shot. You know, we'd lost 2 games before. That's really no big deal. But I think now that we feel like we're back in the driver's seat, we're in charge of our own destiny now.
A little depressing. This is the final home game here.
Well, these people have been great to us. They've really been behind us all year, and we're going to go to Minneapolis to see if we can bring back a world championship.
Will you show me that thing you do with your hat that seems to be magical?
Last night, what worked was just the upside down hat. This is something.
There's variations on this theme, aren't there?
Yeah, there is. You got the upside down hat.
Yeah,
that's what
nice.
worked last night. What we started with last night for the first out in the 9th was what we call the bonnet.
The bonnet?
Yeah, and it's just worn like this. And you also have the sharks.
The sharks.
You got shark to the right, and you got shark to the left. So I don't know if it works or not, but it's something we've done all season, and it's put runs on the board, so we're going to keep doing it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Mad Hatter here on Channel 5. I'm Jeff Hollinger with Mike Stanton. We'll come back after this timeout. Of the Chop Shop on a warm October night. I now know how Marie Antoinette or Mary Queen of Scots felt during those final moments.
Let's not let this come between us.
Okay. Let's check out Russ Jameson, who is on the other side of the stadium, and find out if the enthusiasm is running as high over there as it is over here. Russ?
I can only point to the thousands and thousands of people. This is some of them. We have twins against the twins. These are 2 Atlanta Braves Atlanta Braves fans, twins against the twins. These little girls, they're going celebrate Braves success here on CBS. And then needless to say, all of these people here, all Braves fans, all wanting the Atlanta Braves to go back to Minnesota 3-2 in this World Series.
I got to see her face.
All right, Russ, thank you very much. Nobody handles a crowd like Russ Jameson, you know? We're going to have to get him one of those jobs at ESPN where he does crowd control, right? Where he's out there interviewing all those people.
Bring him over here and let him help, but watch out. He just got hit.
It's not easy being out here.
I think that these fans, and probably a lot of them who are watching television, are suffering from a malady. I'm talking about BFS.
Oh, no, not that.
Yeah, Braves
that
fatigue
malady.
syndrome. Ken McLeod has a report on BFS.
You don't have to be a doctor to see that the Johnsons are beat. After either attending or watching on TV every single Braves postseason game. No doubt they and many other fans are suffering from BFS.
BFS, I'm not aware of that. Now, what's BFS?
Braves fatigue syndrome.
I think I've got it.
You look like you might have Braves fatigue syndrome.
I do. I'm about dead.
The name Braves fatigue syndrome was coined by Dr. James Wellman, a sleep disorder specialist, who says that many friends and colleagues have been somewhat tired and cranky this week, having lost 3 or 4 hours of sleep several nights running to stay up and watch the Braves.
Somebody said, well, this is going to be the Braves fatigue syndrome. We'll call it BFS. And everybody chuckled and laughed, but I think it's very true.
While experts say the excitement and adrenaline of postseason play has been great for Atlantans, the day after fan is often achy, irritable, and even lazy. Just look for that blank expression on the fan's face, and you've probably found a case of BFS.
Your eyes burn all the time. You can't stay awake, and you just can't wait to get home and watch the game tonight. I've got the well-known documented case of it. As a matter of fact, we're on the way to the doctor's office right now to see what we can do about it.
The bad news is that if the series stretches into 7 games, it'll only get worse. Ken McLeod, Channel 5 Eyewitness News.
And you know what, Jeff? A lot of people around here have sweep fever. They want to sweep the 3 games here and go back with a 3-2 lead.
Well, it would be nice, wouldn't it? Tonight, Game 5, Tom Glavine against Kevin Tapani. And this is the first World Series where there have been 3 one-run decisions. So it continues to rock and roll from Atlanta Falcons Stadium. It's the final game of the season here in Atlanta. For Bill Hartman, I'm Jeff Hollinger. On to Minneapolis after tonight. The broadcast coming up. Stay with us.
This Eyewitness News special brought to you by your Lincoln Mercury dealer. See the 92 Sable with available safety features unmatched by any car in its class. By the Atlanta Coca-Cola Bottling Company. Coca-Cola Classic. Can't beat the real thing. And by your Greater Atlanta Nissan dealer, where customer satisfaction is standard equipment.